hypothetically speaking, do you think that your relationship could withstand a geographical move or like a physical distance between the two of you?
That's deep.
Yeah.
Let me start. I want to say,
Take the wheel.
I want to say, well, for me,
Yes.
I don't know if that's might be different, but for me, I would kind of say yes.
I love that.
Because just based off like how I feel about him.
Wow.
Like I've been through like bad situations.
Yeah.
And it's like when it comes to him and us, it's like I really, really, really care and I really, really want it to work. So it's like if he was to move somewhere, I want to quit my job anyway. So
relocate.
I can go to school anywhere. Goodbye.
So you leaving, I'm going with it.
Like, okay, I'm out. You gonna wear?
Yeah,
I'm gonna visit my mama and my sisters, but listen, like they gonna come
That's
visit.
beautiful.
But I honestly, I really, truth be told, I probably would because knowing him, we had this conversation like early in our relationship, honestly.
Wow.
And he was asking me about moving to LA because he loved LA.
Wow.
So he's like, I'm not moving nowhere. No, because I'm not leaving my mama. But it's just like, I mean, you can fly back and forth, but we are adults. Like our parents raised us to live our life. So it's like, if I know for a fact, like I do know for a fact, like we will be together. We gonna get married, have kids, have a family, build a relationship. So I would not mind moving if he wanted to go somewhere. I would not mind moving. I would go. Not never. Never. But I would go.
Look.
I love that. Seriously.
No, and just to piggyback off of that, I mean, I haven't put it into a serious thought, but I mean, would it be in the fact that, like she was right, you know, I do want to make that LA like something like that out there, and I talk to you about it all the time, like a second home, man. And if that was to happen, where the strength of where we stand at now, confidently, I can honestly tell you guys that it would kind of work that way. You know, it will work that way confidently. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like I'm confident that the measures or any type of challenges that we can actually execute on, we'll actually be able to, you know, make it work. But I try not to think about too much of the distance. Sometimes you just want to be right there. But I mean, you know, that's an excellent question coming from you guys, because I mean, hell, I mean, certain things does happen, like your jobs move, your career based aspect changes,
definitely
your decisions of, you know, you want to be into this actual, you know what I'm saying, this lane kind of changes when it comes to like career. I would say most likely it will probably be a career change
for sure,
but I never really put that in consideration heavy. I've talked to her about actually having like a, you know, maybe a move another state home, but you know, it can be definitely, you know, worked out, I think, in a measure that we actually come as far as like us actually, you know, like she said, having that love for one another, and then having that, you know, we sustain so much of a good communication, man. It's like never before for me, bro. You know, I have to tell you honestly on this record. I mean for me, it's been just like how she said when she opened it up. It's everybody that had the bad situations, the worst and worst.
We all have.
And for me, man, this is something I'm way more confident about. It's not just because I'm older and I went through this and I went through that. We have to be specific and precise with who we deal with, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
you gotta get to know somebody.
Yeah, you gotta get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And we took 9 months easily just on the phone, dating, no
during
physical
quarantine.
You gotta consider
quarantine, which was a challenge.
It makes it challenging.
It makes it challenge.
Definitely.
You know, it's a whole pandemic, man.
Right.
It's just not just the disease itself; it's the economic crisis.
Absolutely.
All together as in one that brought the challenge that it did. So for us, man, we really spent a lot of time just talking, rapping, you know, getting a lot of things on the floor, like you say, the expectations.
No, that's great. That's great.
Our weaknesses, strengths. You know what I'm saying? Putting it all on the table. So that helped, man. So that's what I would be very confident in that physical distance. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Wow.
Okay.
I love
That's good. It's good to know that, you know, hypothetically speaking, if it did, y'all would be able to survive.
That's awesome.
So let me shift gears here. Critically thinking, what is the basis of having sexual intercourse? In your words.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Got you.
in your words.
the relevance.
Yeah.
In your personal opinion.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Some people say to procreate simply. Some people to share a passionate act. What would Ralph say?
Personally, in my upcoming, I never really tried to put the purpose in it just for lust. I really actually wanted to share love, even though I didn't. At my early ages, of course, for the most part, I was like one of those knuckleheads. I was running around, but I also had a long-term relationship. So my whole thing is, I think the purpose of that for me would definitely be to procreate. That's why it boils down to it being the right selective person before you actually get to that point. That way you can consider the, more of the, because it's from a spiritual standpoint, and I don't want to get too left into that. My whole thing is when it actually comes to that, it's really supposed to be for procreate. He say be fruitful, you know what I'm saying? And then once you get to that point, you know what I'm saying, you might as well just cherish that actual, you know what I'm saying, gift that somebody